leading the way with important local coverage. You're watching WISN 12 News at 5:30.
The fire department has requested Mavis box card 63-42, the box level alarm for an active shooter at Summers House.
I got 3 bodies. Where are you at? We can meet up with you.
Breaking news, a mass shooting at a Kenosha County bar. Deputies say a gunman shot and killed 3 men and injured 3 others at Summers House Tavern overnight. It forced Carthage College just a few blocks away into lockdown. Around 4 a.m., authorities sent a county-wide alert. Kenosha County Sheriff says the gunman was in the bar earlier that night as a patron but was asked to leave. He did, but then returned.
He wasn't cooperating with the management there. So exactly what he did, I can't tell you, but I believe he returned a short time later and came in and did the shootings.
I heard 3 at first, but then there was so many after that it was like, wow, this is serious.
Now, in just the last 2 hours, deputies say that a suspect has been arrested. Let's go live now to 12 News. Courtney Sisk with those breaking new details. Courtney?
Ben, the Kenosha County Sheriff's Department says one suspect is located and in custody and will be criminally charged with first-degree intentional homicide. I want to show you now the scene nearly 17 hours later. This is what it looks like, still actively investigating what happened here at Summers House Tavern. They also located another shooting victim. They say a confirmed 6 people were shot, 3 men died, and 3 are hospitalized with gunshot wounds. It's unclear what their conditions are at this time. They say there's at least one possible unknown shooting victim as well as the investigation here continues. Detectives followed up on multiple leads and impounded several vehicles here at the scene. They say there's no threat to the community at this time. This is just down the street from Carthage College campus. Police have not said whether any student was involved in the shooting.
It kind of kicked in. I know other people that went to the bar tonight. I checked find my friends' Snapchat locations just to see kind of who was in the area, and I started texting and making phone calls to almost anyone that I knew that could possibly be there. I was like, please tell me you're safe. Please tell me you're not at the bar.
Courtney, Kenosha County Sheriff said earlier today that he wasn't ruling out multiple shooters. Do we know if deputies are looking for anyone else here tonight?
Ben, I followed up on that just a few minutes ago, and they say at this time they are still investigating and they cannot confirm if there could be additional people of interest at this time.
The names of those victims and the suspect have not yet been released. Courtney Sisk, live for us tonight in Kenosha County. Courtney, thank you. Investigators, as you just saw from Courtney's live shot there, have spent hours at the scene collecting evidence. Matt Salemi brings us high above the scene in News Chopper 12.
Investigators from the Wisconsin Department of Justice as well as the Kenosha Crime Scene Unit also pouring over the scene this morning. They're focusing on a couple of areas. The deck along the side, you can see one of the victims and some of the evidence markers here, as well as an overturned table. They're going through the parking lot as well. And they also spent a lot of time by this stop sign right across the street at 15th Place in Sheridan. It looked like they may have found a gun or a gun clip or potentially both. You can see right now the evidence being collected from that spot. There was also a dozen more crime scene evidence markers down 15th Place. You can see those all across the street here as well as on the shoulder, some in the parking lot of the business across the street. So they've got their hands full with this investigation. All of the staging was taking place on Sheridan Road. It was closed between Carthage College and County E while this investigation was ongoing. Above the scene in News Chopper 12, Matt Salemi, WISN 12 News.
And Governor Evers is reacting to this mass shooting here tonight. In a statement, the governor said, quote, "Kathy and I join Wisconsinites in hoping and praying those injured will recover from their injuries. We are thinking of the families and loved ones affected and the entire Kenosha community as they grieve and grapple with yet another tragic incident of gun violence." In other news here tonight at 5:30 tomorrow, the family of Joel Acevedo marks a somber anniversary. It will have been 1 year since an off-duty police officer put Acevedo in a chokehold that led to his death.
I had to look at it here, and it really was not easy. It's disturbing.
Acevedo died last April after former Milwaukee police officer Michael Mattioli put him in a chokehold. Coming up tonight at 10, we walk you through the year the Acevedo family has faced as they continue to seek justice. To Weather Watch 12 here on this Sunday evening with meteorologist Daji Aswad. Daji, a beautiful weekend day, and it's good and important to get out and enjoy it now.
Yes, enjoy these last few hours. Even though we're not talking complete sunshine, the temperature's not too bad. Milwaukee sitting at 54 degrees right now. Clouds have been in and out, and they'll continue to do so as we head through tonight. We're seeing at 51 with dry conditions. On the radar, clouds are noticeable, yes, but we've also been tracking out some very, very isolated showers that will continue to move further to the east. Temperatures have been in the 60s and upper 50s for most, still cool by the lake. Tonight, I'll continue to track out changing winds and cooler temperatures to come as I track out a cold front for the early week. This cold front will bring some not so spring-like conditions, and I'll have all the details coming up.
All right, sounds good, Daji. Thank you. To the coronavirus pandemic now, vaccinators have administered more than 3.8 million doses of the vaccine so far. More than a quarter of Wisconsin residents are now fully vaccinated, and more than 40% have received at least one dose. The state today added 518 new COVID-19 cases. Officials also subtracted 2 deaths from the total count. More Milwaukee Public Schools students are set to return to the classroom tomorrow. Grades 4 through 8 are back in class on Monday. High school seniors will return the Monday after. Freshmen, sophomores, and juniors will remain in virtual learning unless they are in danger of failing a class. Kindergarten through 3rd graders returned to the classroom here this past Wednesday. Only on 12, Assembly Speaker Robin Vos says he backs a controversial bill that would ban transgender athletes from participating in girls' and women's sports.
We're going to have a hearing on it. We're going to move that legislation forward. I think it's something, again, that's broadly supported by the public, that we want to ensure that folks have a right to compete, but they don't have an unfair advantage just because of a choice they're making.
The NCAA came out this past week and said it could pull championships out of states that would enact such a law.
They have the right to do what they want, but that doesn't mean that we should allow organizations like that to dictate what public policy should be.
Governor Tony Evers would most likely veto that measure. When the bill was introduced, the governor said in a statement, quote, "My message to Wisconsin's transgender kids and students today is simple. I see you, you are welcome, and you are wanted, and you belong." You can see that full interview tonight with Speaker Vos on Upfront on 12 or following 12 News at 10. Well, the dinosaurs have taken over State Fair Park. Coming up next, details on the drive-through style Dino Safari that began here today. And later in sports, a former Brookfield Central soccer player scores a game-winning goal against the Badgers. Stephanie Sutton breaks down the clutch Big Ten championship play up next.